to you, they admire you, but at the same time, they have an entity in them that causes them to be confused about you because they're confused about their role in your life. So, what they'll do is they'll be very quick to turn their back on you. I want to show you guys how this usually works, and it goes hand in hand with spiritual warfare. So, you have certain people, you know, who come around, they act like they support you, they act like they're for you, and they compliment you. They'll they'll tell you certain things like, yeah, you are this and that, but secretly they're confused. Like, they feel confused about their life and what they have to do and which side they want to be on. And so they try to play both sides. But we all know that you can't play both sides. That when there's a part of you that's dark and that's still attached to the matrix, it's still attached to, the programming and, you know, things of the world, then that holds a stronger grip on them than them being in the light. Because that matrix, if they have some sort of malfunction in them, you know, the way that they think, the way that they operate, the way that they behave is very manipulative and deceitful. They're gonna quickly go back to what is familiar to them, to what they've always known. These confused people, they are fearful. They're scared of the unknown. They don't want to, um, find a reason as to which side they should be on. And plus, they haven't done the inner work. They're not on your level. You're on this other frequency, on this other vibration that's a lot higher than theirs. And they're at a very low frequency. And so they're operating through manipulation, through lying, through deception. And it's going to be easy for them to just, go work for the opposition. Work for the opposition. There's no such thing as someone who's um, in the middle. You can't be in the middle. When you're in the middle, that means that, those demons have power to come for you because you're opening yourself up. You're becoming more accessible for other vessels to work through you, especially when, you're still listening. You're still being influenced by things of this world. And they just come around us for our energy because there's something that they need from us, that they require, that they want our energy. They want that that type of power that we hold. So they come around us, complimenting us. Manipulation. It's manipulation that they're doing, and just to get access and information on us, and um, act supportive, act like they support us, like they care for us, like they like us. But reality is that they're confused about who we are because they can't acknowledge the fact that we've surpassed them. And we're in spiritual warfare. We don't have time. We don't have the energy to be focused on these confused people, on these confused individuals. And, you know, it's they become a problem when they're confused because they mess with our energy. Their energy is all over the place. Their energy is so unstable. It's like because they're confused, because they don't even know where they're going in their life. They're like lost, and they're just trying to find their way. And whatever they come into contact with, they cling on to. They cling on to every single thing that is told, like information, Someone tells them something, they're gonna cling on to anything that is told because they're weak. They're easily um able to manipulate them. They become confused and they easily just allow anyone to get into their head. And that's why they become confused. Now, other ones, they're aware of your energy. They're aware of your high energy. They're aware of who you are. They know who you are. They know um, that you have power and that you have potential. They see your potential. They see greatness. They see that high value energy that you carry, that confidence, that independence, that self sufficiency, and how strong you are, resilient you are. And, they come around to try to study you, but they're confused. Don't forget, these people are confused and they're working for the dark side, the enemy. They're agents for the kingdom of darkness. They see all these things and they're like, wow, like, I want that. I need that. And they'll come on here and compliment you. They'll make you feel good about yourself. And then, secretly, they're trying to destroy you. They're trying to put you down. These people are not to be trusted. I will not be around confused individuals because they are the ones that will not be willing to put in the work when things get hard. When life starts to get real, when you're going through attacks, they're the ones that are easily going to leave. They're the ones that are easily going to just throw the towel in and I'm done and I'm out. They can't handle spiritual warfare the way that we do, the way that we're built. And that's why they're confused. I can't stand confused people because they play both sides. They have two roles, they have two faces. They're fake, they're inauthentic, and they're disingenuine individuals. They don't even know what they really stand for. And, you know, one way that they do this is through YouTube live stream as well. Spiritual warfare happens any and everywhere. It happens in real life when you're around people. They're confused about you, they're obsessed, they like you, but at the same time they hate you and they can't stand you. And they want to destroy you because that demonic entity in them makes them confused. It's like they need something that you have. They need whatever it is that you have to make their life better. But they're confused and they're still stuck in their ways. They're still stuck in their manipulative, lying, deceitful, treacherous, two-faced, fake ways. So you can't fall for the deception. These confused people are highly deceiving. They will deceive you. They're confused individuals, and they're going to want you to be as confused as they are about who you are, about what you stand for, about your purpose. Like they're just going to come into your life confused, like support you, and then they're easily just going to tell you like, are you sure you want to do that, or are you sure you're chosen? Because I don't know, I don't know how I feel about you, or, maybe the information that you're giving isn't true. Maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Like, they're confused about everything in your life, but they want to bring that confusion into your space and make you feel just like how they feel confused. And you're like, I have this clear mindset, I have this clarity. I don't need you coming around, me, and just bringing this wishy washy energy around me. Like, brainwashing me, trying to brainwash me, and with your low vibrational energy, with things that don't serve me, that will not benefit my spiritual growth. So, yeah, confused people, there are enemies. We're in spiritual warfare. I don't believe that now is the time that we are empathetic towards the wrong people, that we feel bad for the wrong people. They're manipulative. They will create problems out of nowhere, out of thin air. They will create any sort of attention seeking behavior that's negative just to divert and pollute your energy. You know, I got no time for negative people, people that constantly have problems, but they constantly complain about it. They want to remain stuck in their ways. They want attention because of their complaining and, oh, this is bad in my life, and oh, this happened to me, and oh, I'm going through this, but they don't do anything. They just want to play that victim role, and they want you to dwell in their space so they can take your good energy and give you their trash energy, and they'll create false problems. Like, you know i I'm very discerning. I can see when someone's just trying to get attention, when someone's just trying to get energy, because they just come into your space, and the first thing that they focus on, the first thing that they'll mention is how bad they have it, how they're going through so much, but they don't even ask you how you're doing. They'll just come into your space and dump all their problems, all their issues on you, and complain to you, and just throw all their nasty emotions and feelings onto you. Like they don't care. They just want you to. They just want someone to throw their baggage onto, their energy, emotional dumping on you. So no, there comes a point where I don't think that I should plant the seeds in certain people's lives. You can do it. That's on you. That's your opinion. That's the way you want. You want to remain weak around weak people, then you're weak. But for the strong spiritual ones, we don't got time for that. We don't got time for people's foolishness, people's foolish ways. They never want to take accountability. You tell them that they're doing wrong, and they still want to do wrong. So there's no more Mrs. Nice Girl, where it's like, oh, let me just continue to enable you, and let me just continue to fix everything and hear you, complain about everything that goes wrong in your life. But you never want to do anything to better your life. You never want to focus on the good. You're always focusing on the negative. So, no, I don't got time for that. And I'm tired of that. Plant a seed in people's lives. Plant a seed. It's like, no, no. It's not how it works. You don't just go around being nice and available to every single person. That's how you gonna get attacked. So you're not. You see, you're confused. That's a confused person right there, you guys. That's a confused person right there. That person that just drops comments like that, they're the most confused individuals. Or the people that says don't judge anyone. Everyone. Who are you to judge them? Like, they're bringing problems. They're literally part of the problem. How are you not supposed to judge them if they're part of the issue? So, no, I'm allowed to judge as much as I care to judge. This is my live stream. I don't tolerate negativity. These people love people to enable their toxicity and their negativity. They're like, oh, it's okay to be negative. It's okay to be a sore loser and just give up on your life. It's okay to be that way. You keep doing you. Keep being that negative person. I don't got time for that. When the enemy only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. They don't come to plant a seed in your life. The enemy doesn't come to plant anything. They come to rob, to take your energy, to um to cause problems in your life, to bring issues. They don't come to plant anything. I'm not planting anything. Once I see that that those demons come out of them, once I see them for who they really are, once I see what spirits they got, I leave that to God. That's God's battles. That's not my battle. I'm not battling their issue. I'm not battling their battles for them. They need to battle their own battles that they've created throughout the years of their bad decisions, of their bad choices. I'm not responsible for their bad choices. I'm not responsible for the ways that they choose to live. I'm not responsible for the way that they choose to see life and constantly dwell on the negativity and their past traumas. Like, they don't want to move forward. They don't want to change. They don't want any improvement. They just want to dwell in what happened to them years ago of how people did them wrong, and that's why they're being the way that that's why they are the way they are. They don't want to take any accountability. They don't want to see what they do wrong, because a negative person was constantly, focusing on a negative. They're the problem. They're the issue. Sorry to say that, but they are the issue. They are the root of all their problems, because they don't change, they don't set boundaries, they don't do what they have to do to have a better quality life. They just constantly want to be around drama. They constantly want to, um, use people for their energy, feed off of people's energy by playing the victim, by being the um, the submissive one. That's somehow they're so sweet and they're so innocent. They don't understand why people did this and that, and they don't value the time that you give them. You'll give them time, you'll give them the wisdom, you'll tell them what they need to do to better their life, and you give them the information, and they choose to not use that information. They choose to just ignore what you told them to do and how they can improve their life, and they like ignore the information and just end up doing the same exact toxic, manipulative things that they've always done. So you can't plant a seed with those type of people. No. No, no, no. No, God has to deliver those spirits out of them. Those demons of envy and jealousy and of arrogancy and of those spirits of demons, like you can't, no, can't fix someone like that. Especially when you're on a narrow path. You don't got time to just, entertain foolishness from every person that comes into your life. Playing the victim and me, oh me, poor me, everything in my life is bad. But they don't do anything. They're responsible for their life. Just like I'm responsible for the life that I make for myself. They have just as the same responsibility. And I'm not responsible for their emotions. If they have a bad day, if something didn't go the way that they wanted it to go, because negative people are very controlling, then that's not my problem. That's on them, you know? But they're not gonna come around using me for my energy. Just when they have a bad day, they want to project all their negativity into my space. So, no. They don't want change, so I'm not about to force anyone, cuz I got things to be focusing on. I'm not going to focus my energy and time into an empty vessel, into a demon that just constantly has hunger and constantly needs more and more and more fuel from you that you give them, and they're gonna feed off of it for as long as you allow them to. They're energy vampires. They need a host to feed off of, and I'm not gonna be their host. And everyone has gone through their own problems. Everyone has gone through things in their life. Like, as a chosen one, I've gone through so much, and I've been through a lot. And these people come with the most pettiest problems ever, like just minor childish issues that they've had, and they want to exaggerate. They want to just, you know, um, exaggerate the problem, like, make it bigger than what it really is. So they can take so much energy, and they'll even fake their emotions, like they're actors. They're like, oh, you won't believe what happened to me today. Oh, this happened, and I can't believe it and it hurts, my heart, I'm feeling so bad. But as soon as they finish venting to you, trust and believe that they run with your energy and they feel so good about themselves. They feel so much better. They feel like they just just threw their problems at someone else. And don't let anyone treat you like that. Like they just use you to feel good about themselves. They just use you to um to to use your kindness, your empathy against you. Like that's why I don't pay attention to a lot of people who get on here on the comments and they're complaining and they're so exaggerated. They're like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what to do. And it's like like they're so negative. Uh, no, we don't got time to be playing the victim. We don't got time to be playing poor me. We're in literally spiritual warfare. No one's gonna feel bad for you if you get left behind. If you're not doing anything in the moment to improve yourself, to heal yourself. No one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna heal for you. No one's responsible for that type of stuff that you carry. Like, people do stuff, they hurt you and stuff, but it's your job individually. This spiritual journey is an individual job. They have to get their energy from from the creator, not from us. No, we're not their parent. I'm nobody's parent. I don't want children around me. I don't want emotionally immature people around me or emotional vampires. Nope. So it's not that I don't care. Trust me, I've done so much stuff for a lot of people, and they still ended up um, just using you. They just end up using you and abusing you, and you become their punching bag. And I didn't sign up for this. Like, you were nice to me, you were kind to me, you love bombed me. I didn't sign up for you to just treat me like you could just use me whenever it's convenient for you to just call me whenever you want to complain or vent to me on all your issues. Mm-mm. That's not a relationship. That's a user. That's a user right there. When they just call you just so they can talk about themselves and their life, and now you need to focus on them. Like, they won't even ask you how you're doing, and if you tell them your problems, they don't even care to listen. But they want you to listen and focus and make sure that you're giving them all the energy that they need while they just complain to you. Like, it's annoying. Like, nobody's got time for that. Nobody's got time for that. And they send you very negative energy whenever you are near them. Like, they'll send you that negative energy. They'll throw it at you, that negative energy. So let's say you have uh, a friend that's battling his own demons. And no, not everyone's battling their own demons. I have to disagree with that. Not everyone is battling their own demons. No. Chosen ones, we don't have demons. We attract demons into our life. We attract them. But chosen ones, we don't have demons because we don't have any addictions. We don't we're not addicted to our sin or the fleshly desires of the world. We're on a righteous path. We're heading on a good path. We don't have demons. No, no, no. Don't confuse that. I attract demons. Some people in my live stream, I attract alcoholics, I attract drug addicts, I attract all that. I'm not none of those things. I don't have any type of I'm not bonded to any sin. You know, I don't have addictions, unhealthy obsessions with no one. I don't have addiction with toxic people or no, I don't like any of that. I want to stay healthy. We attract a lot of unhealthy people, a lot of demonic people, a lot of energy vampires because we're at a very high vibrational place in our life and we have the light and they come after that light. They come after us because we're on a whole nother level and they want what we have. They want to be in our place. But how they'll do it is that they'll try to put us down. They'll try to dim our light by throwing all their nonsense energy onto us. So, that's a lie. No, we don't battle our own demons. We battle against demons. They're demons. Their spirits come after us to attack us. And one of the reasons they come after us is by throwing all the negativity. That's they're a negative person, just bringing negativity into your life, bringing you down. Um, like just that's the enemy. That's not someone who you want on your team. They don't have the Holy Spirit. They got some demons. When they're highly negative, when that's all they bring to the table is negativity and chaos and drama and um what do you call it? Just bad energy. Like low negative energy is demonic energy. Let's just say that. Positive energy, high energy is angelic energy. You're pure. The higher your energy is, the more pure you are. The lower your energy is, the more demonic you are. And it's just true. I can't date someone. I can't be friends with someone who's constantly negative, who's constantly um, into their own addictions or I attract people like that, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna date you. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna let you in my life. You could be a good person, but if you're battling your demons, if you have those type of flesh things that you're still sinning in, you can't be around me. Bad company corrupts good character. I'm not gonna have any of that. That's why I'm saying confused people, their energy is all over the place. So, mm-mm. No, sorry. Like, I get it. You might be attracted to me, but I'm not attracted to that low energy negativity. Uh-uh. No. Mm-mm. No, thank you. They suck you into meaningless conversations. Exactly. Wasting your time. They hate it when you cut them off and have to go. Yeah. They only use us. They're gold diggers for our energy. Like, it's not even that they care about us. They just whenever it's convenient, they're having a bad day. That's whenever they want to get into our energy, into our presence, so they can feel better about themselves. We have to remember we're not responsible for filling people's cups. They got to learn how to fill their own cup at the end of the day. Or going out and finding someone else to feed off of, finding other negative people that just like the same things that they like. They like gossiping, they like all that trash energies, and let them find whatever they like. But when you're on the narrow path, you got no time for like he said, meaningless conversations, for just nonsense, just focusing on nonsense. So, mm-mm. Adriana, who's taking your energy? I'm willing to pray and sacrifice my energy. I've been fighting their demons too, and have brought you any problems, known or unknown. I will leave. Yeah, we're not meant to fight other people's demons. That's not our. We're just meant to be the light and be the example. And if those people want to lead, follow us, then they can. But if they don't, then they're gonna get left behind. That's how simple it is. We don't got time to be holding people's hand and, carrying them around us like little babies. Like, no, they're adults. They got to take some sort of sense of accountability for why their life is so negative and why they can't change. And some people are just naturally like that. They're just negative. They're just naturally negative people. But hey, that's not my cup of tea. That could be someone else's cup of tea. Someone else might like that. And they have a lot of other people who they use for certain things. So don't let them make you another person for their agendas. They could care less about our input. As you're talking truth, it goes in one ear and out the other ear. They don't heed our warnings. Uh-huh. Yeah, I attracted the them I urged, and they gave me the mark. A lot of them will talk with me about Jesus while torturing me during the conversation. It's crazy. Yeah, they're conversational narcissists. It's one-sided. They'll talk out your ear, literally talk out your ear to the point where they're feeding off your energy. They want you to just give them your time and listen to them and give them energy. And that's why you start feeling negative after the conversation. Because they're like, I was able to just rant and vent and talk about me. I ain't got time for people who love to wallow in their own filth like a pig in the mud. Mm-hmm. True. Yeah. So yeah, it just needs to be said. Um, Low energy, negative energy is demonic. Those people are sent from the devil into your life. They're not they're taking away from your happiness, they're taking away from your peace, they're taking away from your sanity, from your peace of mind. Like, you can't even think straight when you're around these certain people because they are just, uh, no, you just can't. You can't keep them around. You really can't. Um, they're literally gonna be envious of your energy. They're gonna start to get jealous. They're gonna start to lie and, compete with you. Like, you're gonna start to see a different side of them, and they're gonna use you up until there's nothing left to use you for. They're only using you for themselves. And once they get what they want, they're out, you know. They're manipulative. Negative people are very manipulative. So it needs to be said to not allow these people into your life. Um and it could also be someone who sends you countless emails, constant text messages, constantly wanting to know what you're doing. Um they're going to want to send you their energy, and it's going to come off very strong, and they're going to want you to give them that same energy back so they can take it and run with it. They harvest your energy, and they start treating you like you're beneath them because they're feeding off of that energy, and it's making them feel powerful. So then now they're going to see you as less than, and they're going to try to control you and control your energy because you have been giving them that power, that energy. Okay. So, the best thing to do is delete, ignore, and get rid of them. So, if you already catch that energy, like that very manipulative energy, like they'll say like, "Hey, I finally did what you told me," or guess what? You know, I finally was able to do blah 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 and this and that. So we can't be around them. We have to choose a side. We really do have to choose a side. One thing is confused people. They're still brainwashed. They're still corrupted with with malfunctioning in their mind, like the way that they think it's not straight, it's not clear. They're deceitful. They're confused in their ways. They're like lukewarm people. They're in the world and they're in their religion. You know, and there's a submissive type. There's a very submissive type. And strong spiritual people, we got no time to be submissive towards anyone. We just don't. We have no energy to be submissive towards these demons and submit to their ways. Um, that's one thing that we really need to really understand that. These demons, they'll be very submissive to you and act like they're so submissive just to get your energy from you. Like, if they have to, that's what they'll do. But the submissive type are also the ones that are confused, the confused people in this world who still don't even know what they're doing or where they're going. And they're lost, and they're lost. They're lost souls. They're going to want you to be as lost as they are. So they're going to be very submissive towards people, very enabling, allowing people to get away with a lot, you know, um, saying that evil. So, so yeah, we can have confused people around us. They're submissive. They're going to want you to be as submissive as they are. And strong spiritually people, we're not submissive. We're not the submissive type. If you're trying to manipulate us, you're trying to lie to us, you're trying to use us, we're going to call you out on that. We're going to call you out and we're going to literally say it like it is. We're honest. And we're not going to be playing games because that's what they want. They want to play games with you. They're confused. They want you to be as confused. They want to play these mind games with you, make you feel like you have to be confused and, you know, and you don't even know where the relationship is headed. You don't even know, where you stand with this person and what's really taking place because they're confused. They're confused in their ways. They're literally, oh, I can't stand confused people. Like they like you and then they hate you. They support you and then they betray you. They um they need your help, but then at the same time they feel like they're they're above you. Like confused people. And the reality is, the reason why they constantly talk about their problems and stuff like that is because they want to bring down your energy. They want your energy to be just as low as their energy is. So they'll bring their negativity into your life where you're happy and like you're at a very high place of energetically. You're at a high place. They're going to bring their problems into your life without even asking you, just like dumping all their issues to bring you down. Like, because they recognize your energy, they recognize it, and they see you like just at this high energetic place. They're gonna want to just um, find ways to put that energy down. And one way that they'll do it is by bringing negativity, by talking about negative stuff in their life and just ranting and talking about how, oh, this thing, my life and poor me and, this and that. But they're negative. Um, You see, there's confused people in this chat. There's confused people in this chat. There's really confused people. You got the enablers, the rescuers in here. You guys are, I feel bad for you guys. I'm just gonna say that I feel bad for some of you who enable it. You guys are like, but we need to be helpful. No, we're in spiritual warfare. They don't help us. They have nothing to offer. Instead, they don't want us to continue to rise. They don't want the best for us. They don't want us to succeed. They don't want us to prosper. They don't want us to become better than them. That's why they have their ways of trying to bring us down. And they'll do it very subtle and very sneaky. And one of the ways they do it is by bringing negativity into your life when you don't have any negativity going in your life. But they're going to want you to now focus your energy, your time, everything into theirs. And they're going to use your light to escape their darkness. And every time they're going to just do that instead of seeing, okay, let's see what I need to do. Let's see what steps do I need to take? What are the steps that I need to take to become just like them, to become inspired by them and start to do things the right way, not the wrong way. See, there's right and wrong, and you choose between right or wrong, between good and bad and good and evil. So, no, it's like you either have unplugged from the matrix, you finally left the things that are no longer serving you. You're not confused. Once you have that spiritual awakening, there's no time for confusion. You see everything for what it is. You see people for who they are. You can't be confused. Like, that's why you're given the spirit of discernment. Use it. Like, no, these people who are confused, It's not because they don't know who to trust. They just don't know what they're doing in their life. Like, period. you know, they need to trust themselves. They need to trust in who they are. Don't put your trust in mankind. Put your trust in the Creator. You know. Mm-mm. And they're needy. They're needy. They want you to facilitate their life. They want you to be their crutch. No. Uh-uh. That's no time for needy people. They don't want to, they're so lazy. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to do anything to improve their life. They just want to be lazy and sit around and focus on the negativity and just be in that space in their head. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. No, no, no. So yeah, the confused people are the submissive type. They're the ones that will submit to anything and everyone. Like, you can't be submissive during these times. You can't be submissive. Like, that just shows that you're brainwashed when you're submissive to, like, just following everything that everyone and anyone says. I'm not submitting my energy into a low vibrational being, a demon. I'm not submitting my energy into that. I know better. I'm like, sorry you feel that way, but I gotta move on. I feel good. I can't take on your negativity right now. I feel good, and I'm not letting the way you feel affect my life. Because everyone has their own spiritual journey, walk to take, you know? Like, some people won't even change. They'll just stay in their pit of misery that they created for themselves. You gave them the wisdom, you told them what they need to do. Like, I told this person, can you just focus on something positive that happened in your day? Like, what was something positive that happened to you? What are you grateful for? Instead of seeing everything that supposedly goes bad. This person has life so easy. This person hasn't even been through much. Like, these negative people, they haven't even been through a lot of life experiences. They just dwell in their own misery because they're stuck, because they can't find a way to move forward. They just want to stay stuck right there, like in that same stagnation. No, you gotta move out. You gotta keep going. Like, No one's gonna pull you out of that place and literally walk for you. You need to do it yourself. You need to do it yourself. Like, You know, but they're lazy. Like, I've met so many lazy, negative people. They're the most laziest people you'll ever meet. They don't want to do anything, you know, nothing to fix their situation, to fix their energy. And the victim mentality gets tiring. It's a manipulative way too that they continue to get energy from you by playing the victim, by acting like they're helpless, like they're powerless, like they can't do anything unless you are there helping them, because they're needy, you know? Mm-mm. You know, don't isolate yourself completely. No, I never said that. It's not, you're misreading my message. That's not what I'm talking about. I've never said that. I've never once mentioned that. I'm just saying the type of people that you should look out for throughout your journey. And those are the confused people, because they will bring you down. No, I didn't say to isolate. This is not isolation. This is communicating with you guys. There's no isolation in this. Still gonna go out and conversate with people and still still do what I need to do, have human experiences, because I can't escape. I can't escape the matrix. I can't escape the negativity around me. But I'm not going to allow it to constantly be in my space. I'm not going to allow those people to take space while I need to do a lot more work towards my purpose. Oh no. Because they're going to stay stuck in that same position after every argument. So, I never said that. I didn't say that to isolate too. I'm saying that those people should not even be around you. No, you don't have to do business with the devil. Who said that? What? You see, damn, some of you guys are so confused. The type of stuff that comes out of your guys' mouth is just, wow. I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded by some of the things that these people say. It just, wow. Sometimes we have to make a deal with the devil. Are you serious? I did not just hear that. Wow. You see, that's a confused person. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. Right when I'm talking about that topic of being confused, that's a confused person right there. They're submissive. They're submissive. They're literally submitting to the enemy. Like, you're submitting yourself to the enemy. That's why I'm saying strong spiritually people, we don't submit ourselves to someone else's level vibration. Wow. Those are confused people, and that's what they'll do. They'll try to confuse you, and they're gonna feed you that information. And be like, sometimes we have to. Sometimes we need to plant seeds in the negative. Like, what? That is crazy. Wow. That is something else. Mm-mm. I'm telling you guys, there's confused people everywhere. You can't serve two masters, you know that, right? We can't serve two masters in this world. You gotta serve one, you gotta choose a side. You know? Why are you trying to help the kingdom of darkness? That's my answer. He keeps destroying me, and I'm helping, and I'm continuously helping, and blah blah blah. And at the end, I get hurt and I get damaged. My energy gets all messed up. You have to protect that your space. You have to set some boundaries. You have to know your power. So, guys, just worry about the message. Don't worry about what I'm eating or stuff like that. Please. Like, these people are against you, and you're over here literally trying to let them hurt you. That's yes, confused people. I serve no masters. I pick no side. You don't have to trust me though. They continue to try. You know, I had to cut out an agent out of my life. You know, he was the most neediest person. He was an energy vampire. Like, he was an agent. He was a bot. They just placed him to stop me, to stop my growth, to slow me down. You think I'm gonna be submissive and be like, oh, I feel bad for him? You know, he literally, his whole purpose was to cause problems in my life by bringing his problems into my life. When I have my own, I can't be taking up other people's issues and stuff. Like, I can understand where people are coming from. I can understand, like, they're going through something, but they need to heal themselves. They need to work on themselves. No one's gonna do it for them. You know, you could tell someone how they have to become a better person, but if they don't want to become a better person, then you can't force them to change. You can't force someone to change. They have to want to change. And if they don't want to change, then you're wasting your time. Then there's no purpose of you even being in their life. Simple as that. Especially if they're not even bringing you any happiness. They're not bringing you happiness. They're not bringing you any peace. They're not making you feel like more alive. Nothing. So, no. You get rid of those people. So you can be free again. You can be yourself. You can be happy. You don't have someone just constantly feeding you trash into your ear, negativity. They keep you. Yeah, I have the most confusing audience, even on my live streams. You know, I had people telling me, condemning me, and I didn't even say anything wrong. They were like, "You're gonna go to hell," and I was like, "The heck? Like, you're confused. Like, I'm fighting the good fight. I'm not doing any evil onto anyone else." So, these people are so confused. You know, they just want to confuse you. But some of them do it on purpose. Like, they see that you're happy, they see that you're just peaceful, and they want to bring this type of nonsense around you. But on purpose to bring you down, because they see that you are better than them. They get envious, they get jealous, their feelings get hurt. You hurt them just by being you. You hurt them just by you existing and being authentic to who you are, and they want to try to make you feel bad about yourself, bring you down. You guys, you can't be friends with confused people. I don't trust someone who's confused about me. Like, because I know you'll switch up on me any second, you know, because you're confused. Oh. Just gotta say the truth. You know, the truth, a lot of people can't. They don't like the truth, but I don't care. I don't care if you don't like the truth. I ate them both and they gave me the odd expression. So yeah, energy vampires. And trust me, these people, they've sent energy vampires my way. You know, like the narcissists, Jezebels, these freaking narcissistic. They are narcissists. And they'll send them your way, and I'm in a good mood, and they just come with their negativity, and I'm like, oh, great, run, get away. Get away from them, because they bring nothing but a storm in your life. I don't want a storm in my life. I like my own um presence. Sometimes I feel so happy in my own space, and just being around the wrong people, that's poison to you. It's poisonous. It's just poison. They poison your life. They really do. They poison your life. So, alright guys, energy vampires confuse people. They won't take accountability. Nothing but energy vampires till I learn to say no. Thank you. Thank you, Abe. You take care too. So, you know, energy vampires, they feed on your willingness to listen and care for them. They want someone to care for them. They want a caretaker. You guys, on this journey, we can't be caretakers. They'll leave you exhausted and overwhelmed. And they're toxic. Oh, yeah, they're toxic. And they'll take all your energy away from you. So they're always involved in some kind of drama. That's why confused people are always involved in some kind of drama. Um, they always find themselves in drama. They're always finding themselves to be very dramatic in their behavior. They're so dramatic in their behavior, you guys. They're like actors. Mm. Just to get your energy. They're like, why am I always the one to get hurt? I don't deserve this. I just can't take this anymore. I didn't do anything wrong, but I keep going through problems. They always one up you. They always one up you. I refuse to be on their demon time. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And trust me, they're really not. Their life isn't even that bad as they make it out to be. Like, I saw these people who would be like, poor me. And then they would go out and I would see them interacting with other people because I'm very observational. And I saw how they were just happy and like there was nothing wrong with them. There was nothing wrong with them, you guys. They take our energy to use it and they give it to other people and they're all happy and you know, it's crazy. I've seen this so many times with these confused people, these agents. They come around you whenever it's convenient for them, whenever they need your energy. Just when they need your energy, that's all. That's when you'll see them. Then they disappear when their life is going good, right? Their life is going good, and they're hanging out with their friends. You're not even their friend to begin with. You're not their friend. You're just their energy source. That's it. Because they're negative, and they feel threatened by your high energy, and that's why they only come around whenever they need something from you. But they can't be around you for a long time because then they start to get threatened, and you know they can't stand your light either. Um, so they'll take that energy from you and they'll go use it for with other people. They'll share it with other people. you know? And then once they're feeling low again, they're feeling negative, that's when they come around you again. Ready to dump all their issues on you. To make themselves feel good. They're confused. They're confused. So don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't care about you, so why are we so concerned and, you know, so so overly emotionally invested in them? They're not. They're not. They're not. The opposition is cold. They're cold blooded. These people don't got love. They just got ego. They just got their ego and their materialistic stuff in the world. You know, how can you explain that someone who has so much problems, they're the innocent one? They'll use your good nature against you. Confused people will use your good nature against you. People who are sensitive and compassionate are prime targets for demons. You offer a listening ear, a kind heart, and endless energy. And that way, energy vampires use your good nature against you, draining you from your vitality. For example, they monopolize your time at every social occasion so they can have as much of your energy as they can get. They know you'll feel guilty turning them down for coffee or a dinner date, so they ask regularly. They use guilt trips and ultimatums. Energy vampires often rely on guilt trips to get what they want. They know shame is a great weapon against people who are compassionate and caring. Likewise, ultimatums are an effective way to capture a person's attention and force them to do something they otherwise may not want to do. So, why are we so we feel bad for them when they're manipulating us, our emotions, they're manipulating our heart, they're deceiving us. They're trying to just use us. Why would we let someone do that to us? Why? It's just like that's not uh-uh. And then your people are confused. They're like, but they need us. They need our help. Like, no. They need to use us. Everyone took their decision. Everyone has free will. Like, I don't think people get that. You have free will. Any decision you can choose to go back into your own ways. You can choose to get out. But it's not that I don't care. Trust me, I do care. I I give them support, and what do? They get angry. They lash out. They attack me for speaking the truth, for not telling them what they want to hear. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna enable anyone's toxic behavior or confusion. Like, make me feel like I'm the problem when I didn't do anything, and then make these demons look like they're the innocent one, and they're like you're the problem. No, they're confused. They're not about to bring that stuff. Okay, so here's some really good examples. You know, they're codependent, they're highly dependent and dependent on you. Now you are their source of happiness. Now you are their source of life. No, you can't. You can't. Those are toxic people. Those are demons trying to literally latch onto you. Mm-mm. So, they'll say things like, I don't know how you expect me to make it without you. I'll fall apart. If you really care about me, you would do this for me. So they want you to earn. They want you to earn your place in their life. They're codependent. Codependency is a type of relationship where every action is designed to elicit a certain reaction from the other individual. It's a vicious cycle of behavior, but energy vampires rarely recognize that they're in them. They use these relationships, often romantic, to continue spinning a cycle of drama and emotional need. For example, I know this isn't a good relationship, but it's much better than trying to get over him and learn to date again. If I just ignore him for a few days, he'll totally beg for forgiveness and come crawling back. So, and plus, these people won't put your emotional needs um before them. They don't care how you feel, what you want. It's all about them, you know? So, you have to protect yourself from them. You really do. These type of people are notorious for draining all your energy. So that's why I'm saying they're demons, you guys. Demons are energy vampires. They're hungry. They devour. They want to devour you. They want to devour you. And one way that they'll do it by pretending like they need you, but they're still devouring you in the process. They're still devouring you in the process. They're not helping you. They're not doing anything but taking and stopping you and keeping you stagnant. And they could even lead towards your death. I'm telling you, these. No, you guys can't have so much compassion for the wrong people. And yeah, we can't be submissive. We just can't. As as God's children, we cannot be submissive. We have power. We have power in the spiritual realm. We don't have to submit to their ways. We don't have to submit to their level of negativity, of their level of confusion, and you know, they're confused. Like God isn't the author of confusion. They're demons, straight up demons. They're the authors of confusion. The devil wants to bring nothing but confusion into your life. You guys, I'm allowed to educate people on this. I'm not doing this. I already know what I have to do. I'm just doing it because I'm educating people on this topic. You guys, stay to yourselves. You know, so keep your opinions to yourself. Sometimes I don't need you to tell me what to do. I'm not a child. Don't treat me like a child. I'm a grown woman. You guys are not gonna treat me like a child on here. And these type of people, what I'm talking about is confusing you into submission. That's what demons will do. They'll confuse you into submission. They'll try to make it seem that they're not aware of what they're doing, that they don't know what they're doing, but they're confused. They're confusing you into submission to submit to them, their energy, their words that make no sense. Sometimes some of these bots, some of these trolls, or just yank stalkers will say just the most randomest things that make no sense, right? But just to confuse you into their submission, into thinking like, what did that mean? What did they mean by that? Why did they say that? You know, it's confusion. Like they want you to find the puzzle like in a maze. Like you gotta. No, we don't got time for that. We don't got time for that little maze game that they want to play with us. They're confusing us into submission. And these people that are confused, they're in the middle. They're like, oh, but they need our help. But oh, but I like you. But I want to be in the light. I like chosen ones. But oh, I still want my old friends. I still want my toxic, abusive family. They need me. But at the same time, I want to do God's work. You need to choose a side. He does not play around that. God's a jealous God. You cannot be worshiping and um, idealizing your family and literally submitting yourself to all their toxic, abusive ways while you're still trying to do God's work. Or you like chosen ones, but at the same time, you still want to be a sinner and do bad and bring that confusion into our life and be like, oh, it's okay to drink once in a while. It's okay to sin. It's okay, blah blah blah. You know, take that energy with you and run with it. I don't want it. I don't want that energy. Get out of here if you got that confusing energy. You're not gonna bring that around me. I know what's right and wrong. You're not about to confuse me that I'm doing something wrong, that I'm saying something wrong when I don't, when I'm not saying anything wrong, when I'm saying the truth. And people are gonna make you doubt yourself, doubt what you're saying. Make you feel confused about what you're doing. So, nope. So yeah, they're confusing you into submission, a common manipulation you may fall for again and again. Have you ever sat there feeling confused, frustrated, or running out of patience listening to someone talk and talk? There's actually a method manipulators use into compliance so that they can get their way with you. You guys listen up, because this is a topic of discussion for today. It's confusion. And I'm telling you guys, they're manipulating you. These demons are manipulating you with confusion. They don't need your help. They're confusing you for their own selfish personal gain. And you're going to play their game, you're going to fall right into their trap. I got no time to fall into nobody's trap and nobody's mind games and wasting my time playing these dumb games with me. Confusing you into submission, a common manipulation you may fall for again and again. Have you ever sat there confused, frustrated, and running out of patience listening to someone talk and talk? There is actually a method manipulators use to confuse you into compliance so that they can get their way with you. It is something you may not even know is happening, but once you understand it, you can predict and get out. Get out before it's too late. You have to get out before it's too late. This is not a game. We're in spiritual warfare. This is not a game. You guys take life like a game. Your life is serious. It's not a game. I want to share, okay, the confusion technique. And manipulators of all types will use confusion to put you in sort of a trance like state. What I mean by that is, I don't know if you've ever listened to someone monologue or talk for hours or just sit there waiting for someone to stop talking and they were talking about something they didn't quite make it into your logical brain. You didn't understand it. You sat there going, well, I can get some of this, but not all of it. Maybe like a high scientific lecture. You can get confused. You start to zone out and you might sit there like a deer in their headlights waiting for them to stop. This is actually a trance induction technique in hypnosis that is not used as often as it should be used. A lot of people that want to manipulate you will use this technique. Again, probably unknowingly because they just learned that works and they just repeat it, but they don't realize they're using it. So why do they do it? They want to put you in a trance and zone out so that you look for any escape. So, yeah. A confused person is not on your side. You can't. You just can't be with a confused person, especially when you have your mind like straight. These confused people. Because they contradict themselves, you guys. They're so contradicting in their ways. Like they'll say one thing, they'll say that, they love God and then they're out doing the opposite. They'll say that they like you, but then they'll treat you very bad. They're confused. You're dealing with a confused person. They're manipulating you. They're not on your team. They're not on your team. Come on. It is obvious these people are not on your team. You gotta choose a side. We're in spiritual warfare. They're either for you or against you. There's no in between. It's black and white nowadays. The deception is right in front of you. You choose to see it or you want to paint them a different color, that's not them. Do it. But you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. They're gonna have ill intent to hurt you, and that's done. A confused person is never gonna bring you peace, never gonna bring you any clarity. All they're gonna do is make you even more confused and make you doubt yourself. And make you doubt, yeah, who they are. So, no. No, no, no. No. Trust me, some of these people confuse you intentionally. They confuse us intentionally, like they know what they're doing is wrong and it's deceitful, and they're still trying to confuse you. So, yeah, gang stalking is really bad. Yeah, it's been pretty high. And then you'll say something, and they'll make you feel like confused about what you just said too. They'll be like, "Are you sure that's what you meant?" They'll be like, "Are you sure that's what you meant?" No, I think you meant this, and like you said something, and they're gonna confuse you. They're gonna be like, "No, you actually meant to put me down, didn't you? Because the way you said it." And you're like, "What? Like, how did I say it?" These people are trying to confuse you. Or when they bait you and then they gaslight you. Like they provoke you, they annoy you, they taunt you, and then they act all nice, like they're for you. They're confused, you guys. Get away from confused people. So, I hope that helps. Just get away from them. So, look, they're playing the devil's advocate. They're playing the devil's advocate to look at a position of opposition. Telling you guys. Oh, 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 oh. They use the gaslighting techniques. They achieve dominance. They play these power play games with you. And they hide and diminish what they've done. Oh, yeah. Confuse you, right? And they're liars. Confused people are liars, you guys. They're the biggest liars. Like they'll say they like you, and then the next moment they're like, I can't stand her. You know, I can't. I don't like this person. But they said they liked you. No, they're confused about you. I can't. You see, we ain't about to play these games. I'm about to not playing these games with no one. The confused people don't want to let you go. That's the worst, you guys. Confused people do not let you go. Like they wanna latch onto you. They're like, don't leave me. Don't let me go. Even though I literally just bring confusion in your life. Please don't let me go. I still like you. Even though I treat you like I don't. So remember, God is not the author of confusion. People who smear you and don't care about you, and then they come around you smiling in your face. There's an intent to cause harm. Oh, yes. They see your potential, but they're toxic and narcissistic. And they literally want to try to confuse you to keep you in that state of mind. So, yeah. I gotta let it go. Let it go. You gotta let it go. They're confusing you guys. Like they really treat you bad, and then you cut them out, and then now they're they're crying to you, trying to just get you back, but they're confused. You see? Uh-uh. I'm telling you, no. And they're pathological liars. Like, confusing people, oh, they're confused in their ways. They're gonna straight up lie to you. They have no problem doing that. They have no problem lying to you. So, confusing people will always deny what they've said about you, right? They're not gonna tell you all the trash, all the bad things they've said about you. They'll deny it when you confront them. And they'll say that you have memory issues. They'll make false promises, but they'll never actually stick to their promises. I don't wanna be around the ones who confuse me the most. So, you guys, the real reason why they're confused in their ways is because they're trying to manipulate you. Okay? So, I just need you guys to know that. That's all you guys have to know. They're not really asking for your help. They don't need your help. Oh no. They're gonna they're confused. They're gonna use that way to trap you. So then they can confuse you even more. You guys, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It's a game. And they're willing to play dirty. And you're willing to play nice and, be all empathetic and nurturing and caring. They're gonna step on you. So the reason why they're confusing you is because they're trying to manipulate you. They have they don't have the same intentions that you have. You're over here thinking like, oh, I'm trying to help them. I want to better them, and they're over here thinking I'm gonna manipulate you. I'm gonna trick you into liking me, and then I'm gonna treat you bad, and I'm gonna destroy you, and I'm gonna put you down, and I'm gonna win, and blah blah blah. They don't have the same type of mentality that you have. You have a beautiful mentality to help and rescue them. They have a mentality of destroying you. You guys gotta be careful out there. You gotta know who your enemy is. Use the spirit of discernment. Not everyone's out here literally trying to ask for help. They don't need your help. They use that to hurt you. Trust me. Yeah, don't help every person that comes asking for your help is not really in need of help. Mhm. And they're selfish. They're selfish. They're selfish in their needs. That's why they're doing that. They're acting helpless because they're selfish. So, selfish needs. Some pretend to care because it gets them what they want. A narcissist needs to be cared about, so in return to gain that, they pretend to care. Hmm. It's an act. It's an act. It's just that. Why do people act out that they care for others? Mostly because they are putting up a front of others to look at. But their false presentation of goodness or kindness has an objective. Capture our eyes from the bad side that they obscure. They're concealing their demons. They're concealing their demons. Ah. They're concealing their demons. When you have all the means of this world, you shut down your tenderness and compassion towards the really needy people. You are showing a depletion. Genuine people does not show off. It's secretive in its giving, since it comes from the heart and is a belonging to whom it belongs. It does not need to brag about. People who love to show off our false appearance will not remain with the false front very long. Its false appearance will prove fruitless. The true interest of that person will become evident. It's all about who you really are. What heart do you really have? What are your true motives for doing anything at all? Oh. They act like they care simply because you have something that could bring value to them and make them not look as valuable to other as you do from your hard work. So I hope you guys can really understand that confused people are not for you. Understand? Understand? Understand. Understand? Understand. That's why when I see some of these people on my live stream that are confused, I don't take them serious. I just don't. I don't give them the attention. You know, like some of these, what do you call it? Forgot what they're called. Trolls, bots on here. They'll be like, "Hi, Adriana," and I'll be like, "Hi," and I'll be like, um, they'll say something so mean to you. Like they're nice, and then they'll be mean. You know, and you're like I'm confused. Like this person was just nice a second ago, and then now they're being mean. Like what happened? You know, confused people, you guys. We gotta know that's a manipulation. Same thing happens in real life. You know, they'll smile at you. They'll be like, "How are you?" And then the next moment they're already trying to do something to you to hurt you. That's a confused person. You're like, wait, a second ago you were just being nice to me. What happened? Manipulation. And people are like, they need my help. That's why. And you're like, what? I'm like, what? You're gonna go help them after they just played this manipulative game with you? Like, wow. 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 So smart. So smart. So smart. And then they want me to be the villain after they just try to play that on me. And then I'm the bad one. Because I'm not empathetic enough. I don't care about them. I'm cold. I'm passive aggressive. I'm all these bad things because I didn't let them manipulate me. Yep. So selfish for that. So selfish. So selfish for that. Oh, I'm such a bad one because they wanted to hurt me and I didn't let them. So bad. I'd rather be the bad one in that case. Yes, I am. Yes, I am because I didn't play your game. Of confusion. But yeah, the worst ones are the ones that act friendly and then they treat you the opposite and then they act like, they need you and that they care about you. But then they do things to prove that they really hurt you. They want to hurt you. Yeah. I had a friend like this. I cut this person off. I was like acting like a friend, like, oh, I care about you and I want to be there. I'm going to be there for you. And his actions were so evil and so nasty and vicious. But the last thing was like, I need you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me after bringing all this confusion. You don't want me to leave you? No, bye. Bye bye. Have a nice life. Don't confuse me. Because I had good intentions, I had pure intentions towards the beginning. I said exactly who I was, and I said exactly what I meant. And, these fake people, they're going to do exactly the opposite, confuse you. Remember, God is not the author of confusion. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again until it sticks. God is not a confuse. He doesn't confuse you. He doesn't bring people into your life that that are going to confuse you. Wow. Exactly, you guys. God will never put someone who he sent for you to be for you, just for you, to bring confusion. And we get into these relationship with these demons and we're like, I don't know if they like me or if they don't like me. I don't know if they love me or they don't love me. I don't know where I stand with this person. This person didn't come with good intentions. That's why you're confused. Because their whole intention is to manipulate you. That's why you're feeling all off. You're feeling all over the place with them. So, hi. Hey. Yeah. You guys. You guys. The goal of the manipulator is to gain influence. We don't listen to the devil. We don't listen to that. Confusion is not love. Exactly. Thank you. Yes. Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's see. Let's talk about why a person who's confused will have ill intent towards you. Here goes. Habitual liars sometimes lie when it's unnecessary. They aren't lying because they're afraid or guilty, but to confuse you and do what they want. Lying may be an indirect through vague and omission of material information through everything else that is said. Okay? We always have a pure heart, but we need to set boundaries and say no to. Mm-hmm. They try to test your patience so you blow up. Right on, no confusion. When they hear my live chats because they listen to everything, they won't throw coffee. Jessica. Disgust. God also doesn't give fear. That's from the devil. I'm scared of nothing at this point, not even death. That's how you should be. Exactly. Me too. Uh, I just want to get these messages out. People who have a person that's bringing um confusion into their life. They're not for you. If you gotta continue to run in circles. You know. So there's definitely something off in that relationship. The way that they want to manipulate, control, and confuse you. Oh. We can't play into their game. That's the thing, you guys. Can't. Oh, no, no. No, no, no. Know your enemy is essential when dealing with a manipulator. Being able to spot them and empower yourself. Listen, empower yourself. A, B, C. C. Okay, guys. So, I hope this message was helpful towards people who want to confuse you. So, yeah, create confusion, you guys. Manipulators love to cause misunderstandings and confusion. Alternating reality allows them to force you into believing their lies without you even realizing it. They will also sometimes make two people fight just for fun. So, a simple technique of confusing you into submission, you see, will make them the dominant one and give them the ability to control your mind, especially if the manipulator is someone close to you and sends out mixed signals. You expect the person to love you or at least respect you, but you get other results. You automatically assume that you must be mistaken and that respect is what motivates their negative behavior, so that you start justifying them. Don't. It often happens that their means of creating confusion implies that they pretend that they didn't hear or understand what you said, or that you said something that could have interpreted differently, so they latch onto an interpretation that best suits them. They decontextualize your words and use them for their own personal gain, or they pull a straw man when you're onto them. Don't let such people distract you. Okay. So confusion. Don't let anyone confuse you. You're like, oh no, they're a good person, but then, they do something to prove otherwise, and you're like, no, I don't think they meant it. We've all done this. We've all done this. We all justified. We all um easily brushed it off, because they were nice to us once, so we're latching onto that time that they were nice to us and that they treated us well. And we forget all the bad things that they've done. And we're confused. Oh no, no, no. This person, no, no, no. It's late. Got to work tomorrow. All right. Have a good night. Real recognize real. And the fake people will always question who you are because they need to question who they are so they'll keep you on the guard and defensive about who you are. Because they want to bring confusion. Confusion is no good for no one. No good for no one. No good, no good. And the unpredictability is a red flag. Take it as a red flag. Take it as a red flag. Mixed signals, not for you, against you. Period. Let's just say that. When you receive mixed signals from someone, you don't know if they like you or they don't like you. Chances are they don't like you. Someone who likes you will not be playing both sides. That's an error. You know they're really kind to you and loving towards you 1 minute, and then they go cold. And then they're distant and they're nasty, and you don't even know what happened. You don't even know what you did wrong. They're confused. But what? And always pay attention to how people receive you as well. It's like we pay attention to how we are catering to people, but pay attention to how they're receiving you. Like, how are they responding to you in a conversation, things like that? Like, are they just making everything a problem in your life? Then you gotta go, you know? If nothing seems to much matter to them about you, then they're fake. They're confused about you. You can't be around someone like that. Their feelings are unsure about you. Oh, yeah. You guys, I have gang stalkers on here. Look at look at you guys. Look at the comments. You're being watched for your own good. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. That doesn't scare me, you know that? It doesn't scare me. None of what you say scares me. Nothing. Next shooter here. Excuse me? Oh. You see? The trolls are in here. You're messing with our system. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I am. Your corrupted system. I'm glad you know my name and you call me by my name. Thank you. All right. So, another red flag that we should always look out for is if, like, after you spend time with these manipulators, they're going to leave you feeling confused and weird. Like, after the interaction that you had with these certain people, um, will feel that way. Some of you guys are so confused. I think those people are here to be set free. They're here to attack me. They're here to attack me. They have evilness in their heart. You gotta be careful. Some people are literally evil to the core of them. They're evil. They hate God. They hate me. They hate righteousness. They hate do what's good. They're not here to be set free. They're here on assignment. So, vibes are real and the energy that the person is putting off will have its effect. So, if you start feeling confused and sad after you interact with someone, just know that's not a person for you. Um, you should be feeling good when you drive home after hanging out with someone, but you shouldn't be feeling confused. You find yourself picking through things, evidence as to why you feel confused, but they're not giving you clear evidence. So, yeah. So a confused person will switch up on you. That's just facts. Facts. Okay. Exactly. These people are wicked and they worship fallen angels and demons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people don't even know how to write. They come on to attack you and they don't even know how to write. Like, first of all, you should go to school to get educated on grammar. I feel anxious and tense after being around an archetypoid. Me too, yeah. Because our energy picks up. They say your good is evil. Mm-hmm. Yep, hold on. So, yeah. So when you feel weird vibes, when you feel like those strange energy from someone, that's a sign that they're gonna switch up on you. That they either did it or they're about to switch up on you. So don't don't be so naive. Don't be naive. Don't be gullible to the enemy's devices. Um, just don't. You know, don't be gullible. Don't be so like trusting of people who are literally giving you signs that they mean you no well. Um, I just want you guys to know that, when someone comes around making you feel confused about yourself and bringing confusion into your life, just know that they were not sent from the Most High. They were definitely sent from your enemy to confuse you, to get you off, to distract you, to get you off your purpose. So, on track, stay focused. Don't let them distract you from your calling. You got work to do. They're gonna waste your time. They're gonna waste your energy, and They're gonna end up leaving you confused and drained. That confusion's not gonna leave. Once you see that they bring confusion, that's all they're gonna bring. Like, see it for what it is, and they'll try to change it for what it's not. You know. We need to stop being so um we need to stop gaslighting ourselves. We need to stop living in denial. Don't try to paint someone with a different color brush. They're exactly with the colors that you see. The spirits that you see in them, that's exactly what they're showing you. Don't try to see. You need to see it for what it really is. Don't try to paint it out to be something that it's not, because it's not going to change. You can ignore the red flags, but they're still going to be there at the end of the day. And their behavior is going to get worse, so it's better to just leave, to walk away. A confused person is confused in all their ways. Trust me, they're confused in all their ways. Like, if they can't decide what they want to do with their life, they don't know exactly what they're doing, none of that. Like, they're going to bring that energy into your space. So, so, and people who are confused, they're like, oh, I want to be in the world. I still want to be around, my friends and family, but I want to be spiritual. You got to choose a side, like there's no wish, how can I say it? There's no, they cross the line. You can't cross the line and go back to each side, back and forth, like playing both sides. Like, oh, it's like a tennis court. You got your team players on one side and then your other players on the other side. Each is a team. What team are you really on? Are you on in the light or are you in the darkness? But it's light and darkness. There's no gray area in spiritual warfare. There's just not. And the people who are in the gray area, there's the confused ones. And they got to figure it out on their own which side they're on. But you can't be around a bunch of confused people. You just can't. Oh no, you can't. They're gonna end up confusing you too, with all their nonsense. With all their foolishness. Like, they're foolish in their ways. Like, they don't have wisdom. Like, they're leaning on their own understanding, and they're holding on to whatever gives them the illusion of safety, because they're confused. They lean too much on their own understanding. And there's a part of them that's deceitful. There's a part of them that has lies. Like, they'll lie. So, like, people who enable abusers, they're like, oh, but they had a tough childhood, but all this and that. But they're still trying to, help the victim. But at the same time, they're enabling the abuser, but at the same time, they're standing up for abusers, narcissistic abuse survivors. But then they're like, oh, it's okay, he had rough childhood or something. Like, no, like, you're playing both sides. You can't do that. I've seen so many people play both sides, like family members. Like, they know it's wrong. They know that what the other person is not doing is a sin, and it's wrong. Like, it's unfair. It's cruel, and the person doesn't deserve it. And they're like, but that's my daughter. That's my grandson, you know. And they're a bad person. Like, they really are. They're like hurting people. And then they come to you and they're like, oh, I understand you, what he did wasn't right, and it was wrong. But then when you see them in a whole group, they betray you. They quickly switch up on you. They're like that's my grandson. I stand, I have their back. So it's like they're pretending, you guys. They're playing both sides. They're gonna run to the other side. At the end of the day, they're gonna leave you high and dry. They're gonna switch up on. They're gonna turn their back on you. Confused people will never be for you, and that's just facts. You know, they don't know themselves, so how can you expect someone like that to be trustworthy, to be loyal to you? They're not gonna be loyal to you. Oh no, they're gonna be loyal to trying to still have access to you because there's something that you have that could benefit them, that they still have to pretend like they're for you, but they're not. You guys, don't deal with confused people. Really, just don't deal with them. You know, it's like same thing with family. Like, they saw the abuse that you went through. They saw how, even in friendship groups, they saw that this person mocked you or laughed at you or humiliated you in the friend group. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry what so and so did, that wasn't right. But at the end of the day, you still see that same person hanging out with the people that that don't like you, that put you down. They're no different. They're no confused people are no different than your enemies. They're the same. It's the same cloth. So don't allow confused people into your life. They're gonna leave you when it gets tough, when it gets difficult. Because they're only there when it's convenient for them. That's why they're playing both sides, because they benefit off of being on both sides. Or you have something that will benefit them to gain status or to gain information from you to be used against you. Like, trust me, you guys. Like, you have something that will benefit them in the long run. Like, these gang stalkers, these agents who come into your life pretending to like you, calling you their friend and stuff. You benefit them in that moment. They need to play both sides in that moment because they're gonna win personal gain by doing that. Um, so just be aware of that. Don't trust these people, confused people. Oh no. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. Okay. Be observing. See people how they move. See what kind of fruits they have. Don't trust their words. Don't fall for their flattery. Um, there's a so yeah. But I'm tired of the confused people, Too many of those. Too many. We're not in times to be confused. God doesn't want us to be confused. He's showing us, like, he's revealing to us the Pharisees in our life, the people who go to church every Sunday, but yet they're workers of iniquity. He's showing us our enemies right in front of us. He's showing us the people that have really had, our enemies. Like, he's revealed it to us. He's removed those people out of our lives. And that's why they're trying to come back to confuse you more. Like, you already know. You already know the truth. Don't confuse yourself. Don't allow them to play mind games with you if you already know who they are. If you already know how they move. So, yeah, I care. No. So that's why you guys confused people are dangerous people. Okay? They're demons. They're not angels. Nope. And yeah, they'll switch up on you, like I said. Like I gave you guys the examples, and that's how they are. That's how they are. What else? Let's see. And you know, they're lying lips too. They lie to you, okay? Confused people will lie to you, you know? They're full of lies. They'll lie and tell you, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm on your side. I'm on your side, like, you're right, you know. They'll agree with you. They'll definitely agree with you when they're in your presence, right? They're gonna be like, yeah, I agree with you, you know, you're right. And this and that, blah, 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 blah. But then when they go on the other side, it's like they're telling the other side that they agree with them, that they're right. You know, just plain, you know, guys, they're lying. They're lying. Like, they know the truth. They know the truth. Some of them, they do know the truth. They know that you're in the right. But they want status. They want, you know, they're narcissistic, so. They're gonna go more in the worldly ways, you know, their clothes, the status, people liking them, validation, acceptance, you know, having fame, you know, things of the world, like that's what they're gonna gravitate towards more. 'Cause, yeah. And their agents will come into you, ask you questions. How have you been? I care about you. Just know that I've been worried about you, and I hope everything's going good in your life. And let me know if you ever need anything. I'm here for you. And then they're against you the whole time. Like, oh, they're confused. They're really not confused. They're just, yeah. So it says right here that lying lips are abominations to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. See, they're not dealing truly with you. They're lying. Evil pursues sinners, but the righteous shall be repaid. So evil will pursue the sinners. And like it says, you guys, an evil man seeks only rebellion, therefore is a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. And whose rewards evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. They reward evil for good. Okay, so that should just give you it says, it's not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. And that's what these confused people will do. They will accept the person of the wicked to overthrow the righteous in judgment. Okay? Yeah, you guys. I hope this whole live stream helped you guys. Just know that you can't play both sides, you know. Don't trust people who try to play both sides with you either. You know, people who flatter you with their tongue, they're nice to you. They have, they deceive you into thinking that they like you, that they for you, that they support you, that they're gonna do this or that, you know, like all these false promises. And then they go behind your back and do the opposite, you know. In the nighttime, they hate you. Like in the daytime, you're around them, they love you, and it's all fake. It's fake love. And then at the nighttime, they're hating on you, they're envious, they're jealous, and they're like, how dare this person, you know? How can I try to send this person negative energy and stuff like that? So yeah, I read about that, the silent dagger. That's exactly right. Yeah, I read about that already. It's crazy. They're corrupt and perversive in their ways. So yeah, that's the message of the day. That's the message of the day, you know. So I'm gonna end it right here because it's been a long live already. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I hope you guys learned wisdom from this, from the words that I spoke. And you know, don't be double-minded in your ways. Don't play both sides. Stay true to who you are. Stay authentic, and you know, say exactly what you mean, but actually mean it. Don't pretend or fake a facade. All right.